Hi, this is Joan Nichols. I'm back with Representative Tom Tillberry. Welcome back, Representative Tillberry from District 51B on Capitol Voice.
Good morning, Joan. It's always good to be back.
Oh yes, especially, boy, these weeks have just been clipping along very quickly.
Well, especially like last night when we were in the tax committee, basically all night until we got out.
Was that fun?
That was pretty good. I have to agree that was looking at some different things. It was looking at another jobs bill that they're considering. Representative Lencheski brought a jobs bill approach to things, and it was looked at last night, and we'll continue with that. It's going to be laid over for right now until we decide how it'll look.
Well, now you'll be meeting this evening.
This evening again.
To talk about making the first of 3 pretty major budget cuts.
It'll be a $105 million cut that we've got to decide tonight. And I know that we're looking at $210 million for the out years. And so I look at it as it's a difficult time tonight to look at that. Because what'll happen in my district, for example, Fridley and Mounds View, right off the top, will probably be reduced in local government aid, because the tax committee only has so many accounts or things that they can do as far as cutting taxes. So like Representative Lencheski said last night, if you're into reducing government, tonight is the time to sign on. I'm just curious how many people across the aisle will be willing to sign on to this and actually vote for the bill.
Do you have any expectation?
I picture that the Republican side of the aisle will not vote for this bill.
Why?
Well, why would they vote for cuts? That is the question. Why would I vote for a cut for my community? And I don't have to agree with it. I can just say no. But see, they don't have to worry about leading government at this point. They don't have to worry in that aspect. They can just disagree and not vote for it. It'll pass. So then once it passes, the cuts will hit my community. I found something last night that was happening from an individual that comes from a relatively rich community.
Another member.
Another member. And had an arrogant attitude of, oh, this is where I'm going to be able to go back tomorrow and tell all my constituents about how we're going to have tax cuts now. Now, the thing I want to point out is my community is the one that's going to have to pay for that.
How so? So people understand.
Because our community is a poorer community, and they're going to, that's why we get local government aids.
Right.
Because richer communities have the dollars.
And they don't get
local government aid. So the tax committee is going to be cutting local government aid because that's all they have in their way to cut. And so by doing that, my community gets cut. And this person sits smugly at the table saying how great it is to cut government. And I just want to see if he's even going to vote for the bill.
Well, it will be, how long do you anticipate this meeting to go? Because I know you've all been in very long discussions and meetings over the last
I would expect
weeks.
that it'll start around 6:30 tonight. I don't think I'm going to get out of there before 10. If I'm, and maybe there'll be times to recess and things like that in between to find out what's happening with it. But my whole point is it's not tax cuts, it's service cuts. That's what this is. This particular bill tonight is going to be service cuts to my community.
So what will that mean? What will your community lose in terms of service?
It's going to lose a certain percentage of the government aid, the local government aid, if not all of it.
Which pays for what in the community?
Well, police, to name a few, fire, street repair, you name it.
Snow removal.
It's all on there. How are they going to afford to do that?
Well, I know we'll be looking forward to hearing back when we're back on Capitol Voice next time what actually was the result of the committee meeting, the tax committee meeting. Thank you, Representative Tillberry.
Thank you.